from Honey.
Yeah.
That's very interesting, yeah.
Actually, well, is it? Because from middle lane, they're going on Gold Black right now, and there's a lot of damage. With the smoke up too, they're going to hit nothing. Era the Cold Feet. Notel's going to try and give him a little bit more space, but Scandal gets a big revenge kill over on Ricky Maru. And now with the Dream Call as well, Scandal, he doesn't have mana for an orb. He's short by 40, but Notel will escape. The hit will connect from Scandal, but it's just not enough damage to finish up the Wisp.
Yeah, but if
this combination can be done right, there's your Breathe Fire, and then he finds an Illusion Rune up there with the Ice Path. It's going to be controlled, but with the Illusion Rune now going to go, we've got Boulder Charges up the sleeve here for Notel, and Era, he's jumped in. There's a Chilling Touch going out, but Era, he had to throw down the smoke screen with Scandal as well as Goldblack sitting inside, and now in comes Trixie, in from the high ground, chaining himself down to the one tree that was in front of him. So Jakiro and Ancient Apparition both go down here. Background watching Scandal. And this is the combination we talk about. Like, Notel puts himself at risk, so he takes the damage. So then he just regenerate Era back up again. They just keep doing it on Era with a Dream Call. The Ice Path's going to miss, though. And Notel trying to keep Era alive. And it's just not going to be enough regeneration coming his way. Not when they're also fighting with the Chilling Touch bonus damage. So Ricky Maru will go down. But they commit 3 heroes to do this.
Yeah, but the Chilling...
They're bottom lane. Yeah, into Seedoy. There's your relocate already being used. Era should be taking the aggro there for a moment, which he does do so now.
Yeah.
Black Slark wants to have a crack there at Trixie, but it's not going to be easy for Era. With the smoke screen up there, there's just nowhere the Slark can move. And then with a blink up too, there's no mana for a Whirling Death. Evade the Ice Path, and now there's mana. Notel gives him one quick bottle charge, so then he can just Timber Chain through. This is Snowball. I know someone did like a TI3 Snowball.
Should be the ones.
They're jumping in with a Wisp relocate. The smoke screen's already been used. Just look at him rip through them. Luna will pick up a double kill using that that ultimate of his with the Eclipse. And Scandal, he tried to jump in to help, but now he's going to find himself also dead, giving a triple kill over to Hani. And at the same time, Timbersaw is going to get himself away and get a kill over on this top lane. You know, it's moments like this that, I was about to say Gold Black calls GG. He realizes 10 minutes and a half into this game that this is over. There is no more to be had from this. GG.
Honestly, it was very solid without the help of Kuroki or Papi, so... it would be interesting to see the lane, some backup for Navi.
Well, I'm watching Denny right now being dream called, and there's your cogs up right now, all over Denny. So he'll die here in the middle lane, up on top lane. NS takes a fall, so Fnatic still not able to pick up one, tries to chain himself away, and there's still a lot of damage being dealt out to the Enigma. Illidan took the aggro just in case.
Just about them, like once again, that's the second kill on Viper. That's a really big problem for...
It was a very obvious rotation point too, because, I'm not quite sure about NS even coming into this, because of Vorce. Okay, they're going to force him to fight. Hand of God's going to be triggered, and Kuro is going to get cogged himself back, but in comes Vorce, and he gets a lot of damage here. Kuro will be brought down with Sergey. God rotating himself in for the moment, and he's trying to back Puppy into a corner. Sunstrike's on the way, but the phase shift as well as the clap is all being evaded. The ulti going down from NS, just at least stopping up the poison attack, but a Vorce DPS, just a straight DPS is enough to give him a triple kill on this bottom lane. Surviving and almost actually able to afford up the entire mech after doing what if he dies just like this. Sunstrike's on the way, it's going to hit perfectly from Denny, and then the Timber Chain up. There's one more Sharkman in 1 second, and they're actually pulling him away, but the Sharkman flies up, and then straight back over the top Black Hole to hold the Viper in position, but NS, he's ticking out right now, and Clockwork jumps in, it's going to bind the space here for Johnham into the back corner. The hook shot is managed to catch out Horse as well as funding perfectly. Sharkman flies up again to try and find Johnham, but the Timber Chaining back down again, and VP, they just don't have the life for this. Vorce gets himself a second triple kill of the game with so much rotate support coming in.
He's so huge.
He did pop off the Disruptor ultimate, but NS caught in the middle of Shaka, and Fnatic just Timber Chains through the ultimate. Sergey's in a horrible position, phase shifting himself up. The pull back, in fact, it came out from Puppy, sending Dendy all the way back to base with the Chen pull out.
I'm really not sure how Dendy got all of the
he missed it! Fnatic missed the chain. He has to go into the tree line, but then again, they Malivus on him up, which is going to make it almost impossible to chain himself away, and Fnatic will give his life away up on the top.
Good kill for Virtus.pro to get, but still not.
Now, 4-staffed up into the ulti, they'll try and glimpse him away, but he already did the slow over to the Clockwork and got the kill on the Disruptor, so this is tier 2 tower now gone too.
It's a nightmare. You're playing against a lot of 8 hosts on Timbersaw, so you...
He's making the most out of the very few trees that are inside that dire base.
He's backing. Oh, yeah. Nice. This is good. This is a free kill.
Oh.
Nice one.
Fnatic is up too deep. But then again, can he chain out? Yeah, he can.
Not even.
The
Yeah,
attack
he
from Disrupt will still get the kill, but in comes a Voss. The Cogs will manage to hold a Voss in position, and now Navi, they might be overcommitting themselves. Sergey's trying to pick off Kuro outside the base. The Forest Bridge is still focusing on the clockwork, but at the same time, they can call it a kill, but there's an Aegis model, so they have to deal with him again. Dendy, now in trouble, maybe not, turns around. God, there's enough support from Navi coming in to make sure that puck can't control them anymore. And VP are back at base healing up while their mid-tier 3 tower goes down.
It's so close. I mean, if they had Eclipse, if they had good timings on Black Hole, Puck Coil, they could really punish Navi for that overextension. And you can see that without that edge, the fight would have been completely different, because then Navi would have to commit to save Viper, etc. So, yeah, this again is
Clockwork jumping in. Are they really trying to commit to this one? There's no glimpse to pull him back. And in fact, it's just going to be the death of Varsat. Jumping in crazily, and he'll buy back to be involved in this again, but there's no hook shot available for him for another minute, and the mid-melee ranks goes down to Voss. I don't think he wants to take a step backwards here. Sunstrike's coming in, it's looking for a kill on NS, but it's going to be off target, but Jotum, caught inside the Chakram, can't move away from this, and a Voss DPS is just ridiculous. He's going to go over to Clockwork now, his ulti's back off cooldown. It's a triple kill for a Voss. We've got Pucks leaping themselves away, we've got Illidan now into the ulti, Chakram chain away, it's an ultra kill for a Voss. He is 15 for 0 up against Virtus Pro. He gets a rampage, 16 for 0, and rightly so, GG. This game is all about a Voss. They're going to give him a double rampage inside the VP base. And Brands battling up against Brands in the CIS. Navi prove #1 tonight, 24-8 in 17 minutes and 29 seconds. Armor in the early stages to be babysat by Enchantress and Dazzle.
This Nature's Prophet is really scared of a flank coming from Enchantress, excuse me. And right now they're diving the tower.
Yeah, they're going all in for this one, man. They know with the slow as well as the high movement speed coming out from the Scorched Earth, it's a guaranteed kill in that bottom lane, able to dive back past the towers and just have a great old time. But at the same time, is there going to be any kind of rotation? Trying to have a crack here at our side. He's still got Cogs available. He's going to push back, well, at least a little bit Moon there. But with the Eclipse coming out, they commit to ensure that Arsat goes down. But that's again, like, there's 4 heroes now up on the top. Touchdown. Cheshire Cat doesn't want to try and turn and fight on this one. He just wants to survive with the Saturn Blast as well as the Dazzle attack, and Illidan just ripping through him. They've got to chain off the damage from him right now. And FNG backed into a corner. Nyx with a good stun with the Vendetta starting off attack with the Saturn again, able to do the blast off. Jotum, the Enchantress here, will not heal him up fast enough, so it ends up being a 2-for-2 trade. An offlane support for PR for the 2 supports of VP. And there's your hand of Midas from Doombringer. Stunned. He lives for that long just to commit suicide, and then a second tower being denied up here by Cheshire Cat. Jotum's forced back. They're going to throw the ulti out with a Lucent Beam, try and slow him down. They must have lost vision for a quick moment then. While the Familiars are trying to catch up to Sergey. Impez is flying the way of FNG with the Poison Touch as well. But also keep an eye out. Yeah, there goes your AA ulti. Jotum walks off to throw out that AA ulti. Like, Jotum's popping off the heel right now. AA ulti doesn't even need to be committed. Or even reveal of AA. Doom is over on J4. That will give a little bit of damage back for a moment. They're going to see J4 over on the side. There is the weave also going out. The effect over on Cheshire Cat. That's an early weave. Clockwork, nice hook in. At least they'll stop J4 from just running away. And the Doom will ensure himself a kill on that one. Especially when they had help coming in from the Invoker. And Cheshire Cat walking his way out in the bottom lane. F&G just sitting down there on the bottom lane too, but they're going to be joined. Lou, here, like, there's a shallow grave into a weave. He can get one quick heal off here. Maybe. No, he doesn't. So he takes a fall. At the same time, Visage ends up dying. He ends up dying in the middle lane to the Invoker. Look at that hit already on Cheshire Cat. It was a double crit. First from the Shadow Blade. Clockwork now going to hookshot himself in, attaching to FNG as well as the Doombringer. And Shallow Grave will ensure that Dazzle will survive through this fight. Clockwork had to make a bit of a barrier just to make sure J4 and ZXC had to walk themselves around, but now in comes Sergey. Tornado will fly out, EMP as well. Visage throws out the nuke before he runs out of mana. One quick crit coming out, one more attack, not there. 4 stuff away, out of range of the Eclipse. The Loser Beam will slow down Sergey, but now the Eclipse is on cooldown, and Illidan back inside the Shadow Blade. ZXC, this is not a fun place for him to be in, but Illidan, he's looking at J4 instead, but doesn't commit over towards him. Everyone else will just TP themselves back out again while Prophet split pushes.
Yeah. And, yeah, we see a tower push coming out right now. And there's... Illidan does not want to TP.
Blink in, already catching out NS. And with the extra damage from the Chilling Touch, it did not take them long to finish up that Dazzle. Tornado will fly through, EMP as well, and J4, he's going to try and turn and spy Carapace, damage him back. Of course, the mana burn already has effect, and a nice little catch out there by Arsat. Walks back into the AA ultimate. And if those familiars can get closer, they only got 10 damage a pop. So it won't be enough. They got to drop themselves down. And Moon has to run himself out of this middle lane. There's the enchant, try and slow him down as well. Spying up another Impetus. Dropping the life points there of the Luna. But he's still got the Aegis, the Immortal. Doesn't want to lose it straight away, but it's fine. Now VP are in a really bad position because in comes Moon. The Eclipse will go off, but they're so far away. The damage went the way of NS, but he caught most of it and then just shallow grades himself up. The ALD is back on the way down again. So PR looking for the opening. Illidan finds himself smack bang in the middle of most of the lineup of PR, while Moon is very far away from the rest of his teammates. But Illidan, TP on the high ground. They don't have a stun. They don't have the damage to kill him up before it finishes as well. So it ends up only being a 2-for-1 trade.
Yeah, and I also end with the Prophet and then engage.
J4 missed the stun. Oh, wait. I thought he missed the stun, but he must have cancelled halfway through his animation. So Nyx picks up the Dazzle, and then with a Vendetta hit, it was just a little bit too... Actually, it might have been on the right time. Sprout a double onto two of them. Clockwork hook shots up, and then the Cog trying to push him down, but there's more stuns, and he's locked in here with more. Doombringer just went down too. Cheshire Cat trying to TP out, but the Impetus will connect. And Doombringer died in the top lane, but he got the Doom off over on Moon. So Moon, not much point to deny when he's got Nagus the Immortal. But Moon will go down for the price of the Doom. And that's a 3-kill streak going the way of the Luna.
Yeah. It was very nice.
Moon, he's far enough away. He's not going to trigger the BKB, even though he loses half, if not more, of his mana. And Illidan just runs up, triggers off the Doom over on Moon, but it's basically BKB versus BKB with 2 extra heroes. And Illidan just man-mowing this up, and then he's going to go invis, but it's not going to work. There's a gem over on the Ancient Apparition. ALD's flying up too. That's going to connect over on the Enchantress. She popped up for heal, so that's going to do absolutely nothing for her as well. And Sergey's forced back, so both Art as well as Illidan find themselves dead. While up on the top lane, J4 turns around for a double stun, and now the mana burn too. They don't really have enough damage until that last Impetus came out from Jotum. So they get at least a revenge kill, and then the follow-up damage. FNG losing his life for a Dazzle. It's just Tradie McTrade across the board.
And yeah, I was quite actually surprised how efficient PR traded that fight.
Will be the decision for the Doombringer, but VP, they're not going to let PR have this. They Tornado to start with, and they managed to catch the Nyx Assassin, who blinked into the middle of all that. Weave goes out again. This time it's on J4 as well as fucking good. And now NS, he's backed up. The EMP Burn's going to do his job, and that Doom just comes through. The pack leader's aura gives him so much damage to the rest of his teammates, but it's the crit that's helping him out more. Clockwork needs to get out of here. One charges, he puts down the cogs. Last thing he can do, Eclipse will now trigger, and Moon's looking for some extra gold, and it's going to be in the hands of Jotum, hitting him so hard, bouncing down. The Familiars are sticking with him. Earn charge just to ensure the kill. It's a double kill for the Luna. And PR, they have enough power right now. They can just push this out for a GG. Cheshire Cat TP's himself in. Illidan, he doesn't have the Scorched Earth up. So he wasn't able to chase down Cheshire Cat, but with the level death bonus damage, PR were looking very, very good just there. Don't need to have him in the lane always farming up. But in this case, VP, like they're forcing team fights there. They're looking to fight. The EMP burn went off, but now they turn around for the AA ulti. The pipe has already been triggered off, but look at Jotum. The heal does nothing for him anymore. Shallow Grave will keep him alive just that little bit longer. And they do manage to back him up. The Nyx Assassin is down for now.
Yeah, I'll take him through.
So now they can beat down top of Moon, but remember, it's Aegis to the Immortal. He's already triggered off his Satanic though, so he's got another 15 seconds before that'll work, but deeper, Arsad, he's still trying to run himself away. The Familiars are attacking in the Visage. It's a double kill. The Birds are going to Absolute Town. He's getting Soul Assumption charges galore as well, and they start to focus on the racks here. PR, the Bouncing Glaives, is just zoning out the rest of Virtus Pro, and with 2 heroes down, I don't think they can mount much of a defense.
Yeah, and if this tower goes down in mid lane, and when this setting up the Doom,
that Doom's not really going to help him out. God, he's being nailed down, but J4, the crit's coming out from Illidan. 465, but the Hex comes in as well from Cheshire Cat. Trying to hold Illidan in position so the Birds can come in and then start doing their damage. There was still the Doom over on Luna, but now it wears off, buying her the time to throw out one Lucent Beam, and now BKB and triggering Satanic. That was not the way Moon thought that was going to happen, but with the buyback from Doombringer, they've got to retreat out. Or do they? Lucent Beam, the Weave, this is not going to be good. Mana Style's not going to stop that weave from having its effect. Then just a quick impetus, the walkthrough from the Invoker and the Shallow Grave over at NS, just to ensure there is no collateral kills. The ALT, Mr. Visage Birds that got the kill first.
Yeah. And right now, F-God is definitely dead, and he's going to drop the gem here, but that's not a big deal when you already won a team fight and forced a couple buybacks.
Stunned, they're going to try and crack the Doom, and they're going to get him. Shallow Grave's not going to make it easy for him, though, and he's still got Shadow Blade available. Now he comes out trying to attack, but Visage comes in with the Soul Assumption. So both support as well as core go down. Then Doombringer's not going to be happy. That's over 100 seconds on the sideline. Star coming up, blink in, stun. Meteorite might be dropped, but the AEL is going to be perfect, almost perfect. The 4-staff down, Cheshire Cat gets the Hex. He can't kill off Sergey with this one, so just sprouting up. Remember, this is an objective-based game. They've got to focus on racks, but first they're killing off heroes. The gem is also now dropped on the deck. Arslan will buy back into the game, but the glaives are bouncing through and the mid-ranks is going down, which is what PR came here for. They might try and look for more, considering top lane is being pushed out. So this tier 3 tower will not last long. And with the Luna on the front lines, they should be able to bring it down.
Yeah, they thought the Doombringer was going to be back soon, so they just backed off a little bit, but then they realized he bought back earlier.
And the full butterfly is here for Mood, and he just eclipses it. There's no creep wave here, so he just focuses directly on the heroes. There's a jump away by the Invoker, but he won't survive. This is GG. PR have destroyed VP's base, and VP are off to the worst start they possibly could have had tonight. They play 2 games, one up against Navi, one up against PR, and they find themselves on the losing end of both of them. And in a game, well, best way to do it. And then you can use the chat system properly over here. Going to give this a shot with the Poison Sting too. Bone7's really going to get slowed down. He's got to get to the edge of the map right now if he wants to survive. Napalm Stacks has 3 over on MSS. He tried for the secondary crush and now he's overextended himself too far. Pendago saves himself and not the Slardar, but he'll still die nonetheless inside the Firefly. And that is not something you want to give to a Batrider, especially a Bone7 Batrider. That's just going to go to the Buy Me a Blink Dagger fund. And it looks like middle lane's also having to... Sorry, I still had Bucky Mad on the list. Bottom lane, Bone7. Firefly up the side, in through the corner, and there's your lasso over on Cakes. Troll actually threw down the trap as well. I think this is one of the very few games where I haven't seen Sing for it. Now he's got the mana for it, but it's a little bit too late. And Clock commits. No leap away. Point blank range arrow won't save him. I'm a sheep, very, very low at the same time, but there's a crush over on the side, so Bone7 can't make the most of it. He tries to go for the last 2 on a level of control, and with He coming in, that's Pylai Die. Telekinesis is unable to control up this eHug movement in through the middle lane. Cogs really holding Aoi out, but with the troll trap going down, Cakes has held there just long enough for a secondary fade ball from He until Rheoboris. Now the RP onto him with a shockwave. Pylai Die. He kept Rheoboris in range of the tier 1 tower, so there's still a lot of damage being taken while Chen just almost turned his back and waited for death. But with the Chen army right behind Rheoboris, they're looking for a kill here. The Centaur has no mana for a stomp. Both the trolls can put off a trap, however, so there's the first one. Secondary one coming in, and with basic physical damage, they will get the kill on this Magnus. And we go 8-4 now.
Yeah.
I'm not liking your chances here, man. Centaur's in from the side, but Aoi, with the Amplify up on him, already breaking free of the troll trap. Centaur stun, trying to buy him the space, but there's he has to cancel it. Or it gets cancelled. Aoi 2000 kind of has an Observe Ward up on the hill. He's going to have to use Leap defensively. While Bone7, he's got a Blink Lasso 4-staff, and he's got Blink 4-staff with the lasso, and leaves Cakes up top of the hill. And with this, is there a flame break? It's going to cancel the TP, and it doesn't remove the tree line. So he's stuck inside the Firefly. They have to use the Shallow Grave to keep him alive, but there's a blink back in there. Bone7 want to ensure that kill, but it's going to be Spectre the one to get the kill. While Slardar's able to grab out the Rubik, and Bone7 finds himself deep in enemy trouble. The 4-staffed away, evades the shockwave, and then back down to the tier 1 tower. And under the protection of the still ability to haunt Envy. Cakes can't really capitalize on He, and it's only 2 attacks to get rid of these cogs. And with a Blink Dagger purchased up, he's away.
Yeah, that's really...
Envy, bottom lane jump in from MSS. They're using the Weave as well as the amplified damage to get through him, and he can't reach the tree line in time. So that's a good initiation coming out from eHug with that fresh Blink Dagger on ulti jump in. Even though Bone 7, there's your Firefly. Lasso, 4 staff down, Spectre ulti. Sheep is already down to half of his life point, and that was just from the illusion. The real Envy comes into the fight. They've lost the Slider. The Flame Break will kill him off, and Envy, well, that's not a great thing. Someone use a 4 staff. They're sending him back to base because no one's got a 4 staff to help him out. And Sing Sing with that DD rune is just tearing through the life points of eHug. They need the extra movement to jump up, and they're not going to reach Ouroboros in time. Even with the amplified damage on him, that arrow flies down. There was if that reached, it would have been crazy. And did they just rock it? No, it was flame braked it. Quick double tap.
Spectre's getting gone on. He does have ulti still.
He's got Hand of God. He's got the mana style as well as having a dagger. They can't chase him down. They're going to lose everybody for this. The Horn was just used, so they're chasing him in. Crystal Maiden will die a little bit higher up. Here in Clockwork hook in as well. Pendago's a long way from home, and Envy will kill him off while Bone 7's on top of the Magnus. Sing Sing wants to keep chasing down MSS, and Cakes, it's not going to make it easy for him. Puts down the cog so they can't just jump up past the tier 3 tower.
Yeah, MS is still very vulnerable right now. Yeah,
too far.
Just going to go on MS.
Way too far out. Ouroboros going to skewer in. It's going to be a good RP, but they need the follow-up right now with the Nova. CM has no ulti level up, though, and with the Hand of God as well as Mech, there's a lot of life points being taken away right now from Speed Gaming, but put back in again. The buyback came out from the Slider so he can remain here in the fight. They want Eternal Envy. The Crush only hits there on the Ogre, and the arrow will then be returned into Pendago. And you know it, Speed Gaming want to try and turn and fight this. eHug are throwing a lot of their stuff already out, and there's just Spectre Horn. Pendago saves himself once again. The Starfall comes down top of the Crystal Maiden as well as the Clockwork, and this is Speed Gaming tearing through the life points of eHug. They'll chase Ouroboros up to the high ground with the Firefly down there. The gems on the deck. Someone should probably go pick that one up, but they want to try and grab Slider off, but okay, no time for it. They're moving down Roshan or Bust. And it looks like Bust. It's going to be onto MSS as well as Pendago. MSS is a nice crush, but it's only on the illusions of Spectre. So that's Pilot Eye back in there again. Chen nukes. MSS will die from this. Pendago right behind him. And that is GG. 27-9. Speed Gaming off to a very good start here in the MLG TKO tournament. They're remaking because they're not too happy with the server. There's packet loss or something like that. Like it's only a 10% slow, but it's enough. Oh wow, did you really get it? First stun, second stun, third stun. Wind Ranger Shackle is not going to do anything there. Envy gets the first blood as the Nyx assassin. He got locked in a corner.
Yeah.
Wind Ranger came up and was thinking about trying to help him, but with the Shackle,
he might die here.
The Shrike's still holding onto the stun. It's a full lot of Edict damage, and now, like the hoof's raised up, he still gets the stun. Yeah, he got him.
Oh my goodness.
And Pilot Die is going to get a Burrow Strike over to the puck. There's no Split Earth to follow up, but they're holding him in position for now. So he has to orb himself down, but Sing Sing's already there waiting for him. He moved up close. The South still did a little bit more heal. There's another Burrow Strike, and he'll go straight through the tree line. Sing Sing's attack hit first, though. So it's 4-0 in favor of Speed Gaming.
Into his zone after a good start.
How much damage did Owie dish out? He's got no stun, but the Edict's doing the work. Concoction or not, one attack coming in from Bone 7. Owie will still die at the Luna, but this Luna came in very, very close. With the puck coming in, he's got no Dream Core, so there's no extra control over here on Bone 7 beyond another orb into a rift. So puck's just rotated down there with the support.
Nuked and he'll be running away. Nope, never mind. They just profit ulti.
Owie's still going to die in the corner. So it's a decent kill coming in for the Viper, but you're right, Profit ulti really makes that just a little bit more cost.
Not too sure if it's Profit.
It's kind of distractions. I'm missing every single kill across the map. Bone 7 came in. Looks like there was still one extra kill. There's going to be the Dream Call on Bone 7. And with an orb, he'll get the kill. Burrow Strike in from Pilot Die. So there's no jaunt. He'll get one last attack in. Pilot Die. No Sandstorm. He's just bailing straight out of here. Not attempting the kill, but Envy underneath the sentry ward. Spy Kappas returns one of the stuns, and they're throwing their lives away to try and find some level of trade. It's...
Yeah, just reckless play.
Hey, Alchemist. He got a Concoction stun off, and then a Shackle onto this Illusion Rune, the Sing Sing popper with refraction charges. He's still got Meld available, but with the sentry ward down, he's got to come out and attack. But that's Nagus more. In comes Pilot Die. Burrow Strike up the hill after he used the Blink Dagger getting closer. So Pardo will take the double kill, and that felt like an Aegis bait right there. Stun, hits on Fun, and he'll go down as well. 4 heroes on the sidelines, and Speed Gaming, they just got real, man. They just got real. They came in with the boomer. With the Luna just pops the Eclipse. And Aoi, he's duking him around the tree line. Prophet's going to come in. Vendetta hit will kill Secure. And he's not going to use it. He's not going to use it.
He's looking for more and he doesn't get more.
It was running out. Pilot Eye's going to come in middle lane. What? There we go with a secondary stump, but that took him up towards the high ground. And now with the Dream Call, Pilot Die, he's prepping the epicenter, but he moved away beforehand and fun. Now he throws the ulti out. SK's on the sidelines, but Sing Sing coming in with a DD rune, with that Nick stun, just holding the Wind Ranger in position.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Did get a 3-man stun from Envy. He jumped into that, and now Pilot Die into a 3-man burrow strike, and Sing Sing lines him up with Envy to help out to pick up the double kill. Sing Sing, refraction charges, save him. It will work. And we've got Luna TPing back out to base, while Prophet has TP'd in to try and hit last hit magic. It's going to take 5 attacks from Bone 7. And with the Wind Ranger... Okay, that's not going to work. Mana Perm was still available up at level 3. So they get the Wind Ranger down. And Speed. That Aegis Immortal might have to trigger here. He didn't have Refraction, which means it does trigger. Concoction Stun trying to keep Envy out. He got the Spire Carapace off, so a little bit of reflection damage to the Alchemist. And then the jump in, Envy instantly getting stunned up, and he only stunned the creep wave. The Eclipse will trigger. Fun, in comes your epicenter. Alchemist walking into the thick of it, but with the Sandstorm down, it doesn't matter. They come through. Sing Sing still got so many life points up his sleeve. He's got another set of refraction charges up his sleeve too. He's thinking about jumping in. The stun's going to miss though from Eternal Envy, but he hits with the meld. It follows up, but with the blink up, it's going to, well, disjoint out. Tier 3 tower still on the sidelines, and Aoi 2000 has 4 points up in Edict, which he's dying to not use yet. He's trying to go for the stun, and PssT just say no more. No more. It was fun while it lasted, but 23 minutes of fun is all they really want. So that's going to wrap up our Speed Gaming. 2 games for the... they could attempt an aggressive tri-lane with Rubik Wind Ranger tower. With the Cold Snap into a Tornado. There'll be a Shackle to keep Smash out of this play, but Relic, he still stays in range of the tower. And with that damage from the tower, the last attack, there's your first blood. He really underestimated the damage which will be coming to him at that tower, and then Smash's ability to control. It's going to keep the CM as well as the Doombringer out, and last hit magic, in fact, will even die here. The damage output from Iowa was just way too much for the Crystal Bane to deal with. And what's the support? Fissure, Cold Snap, the wards are coming down as well, and Rubik galed up. Okay, that's commitment from Masoku. They're not taking any chances with these kills. Wind Ranger comes back in towards the mid, but there's still Plague Wards here. The Shackle will not be able to latch. Doom, it is now being, it's cast over on Smash, so he's having to run himself back as well. But I don't know if he'll really die from this. He can't cross up.
No, he won't die.
He's back and safe.
ALT, no, I'm just kidding.
You're on 2 different lanes, like they're going to. Like Tornado, EMP. The Gale didn't manage to connect there on a Relic, but he's got no mana left. Okay, he's going to use 1 charges to catch up. And there's your Moonlight Shadow. You got Razor coming in, but it's the top lane gank. Venomancer will go down to the Razor, but it's Rubik who will die up on this top lane as well. So Telekinesis pick up, but with the Stomp, with the Totem Stomp, sorry, it becomes a support for Razor's down low on mana. He can trigger an ultimate and a static link, and that's basically it. So Doom wants to go right now. The Shackle went on the Earthshaker as well as the Doom, but that was a Doombringer. Iroh might be in a little bit more trouble, though. He's got to finish off this Razor. Finally done so. He's only stolen 35 points of damage, while the Doom, Razor, and about to have Relic also on the sidelines. Smash needs something else. There's Plague Wards, which are slowing him down. The Arrow, he has to go down. Crystal Maiden is battling up against a Viper. That's not going to end well for her. While Smash, Cold Snap is available with EMP. He'll burn to death. It's a double kill right now. Either way, find the Rubik up behind the tower. Hits by the Tornado, and that'll be his death as well. 10-2 on the board, and PssT get genocided.
Genocided. Alright, good times. Reminds me. Do us haste, don't do it.
They're going to be doing Fissure. How much damage? With the Cold Snap, they may have enough with the Earth. Yeah, the Totem Stomp. They got him.
Yeah,
and Razor got coded up as well, and the Veno ulting, and Arrow will connect too. Oh, this is going from bad to worse for PssT. Relic's coming down looking for a kill, but he won't find one. His last hit magic loses all of his mana. The Fissure follows up into Rubik for the moment. It looks like there was 1 kill coming the way of Relic. It was the Venomancer, but Earthshaker on the way down.
Ulti, yep.
See, that's salt in the wound.
Is under attack.
Actually, that's more than salt in the wound. That's like prying with forceps the wound of like the fact he finished up a heart. Gale, Veno ulti, it coated the Rubik as well, and he's stolen the stomp. So at least let him extra a stun here, which means Venomancer is not going to have a great time. In fact, it's 3 euros lost for the price of a Doombringer. And Mihawk, ulti, but the dust is there. He's got to leap himself away, but nowhere near enough time.
Ice is not
Well,
always
not in
nice.
enough time. 4 heroes lost for revenge. So, and the EMP burn and the cold snap in the future. This is what we're talking about where he can't use his movement speed. He's locked into a corner of death. Relic walk to the other side of the fissure, then he get hit by Viper, ulti, and Gale. 4-staffed up, and CM with a nice ulti down will ensure the kill on the Venomancer, but Echo Slam comes in from the Earthshaker using the newly spawned up Dire Creep Wave. Even if he sacrifices himself, it's a double kill for the Viper. And a big opening right now for Revenge just to try and take this tier 3 tower in the bottom lane. Alacrity on the Viper, the new creep wave's on the way. He's going to get rid of... There goes your Viper. Attacking directly into a Rubik. He's not going to have a great time here. That EMP just burning off for the moment. And now, good Shackle. Very good Shackle, but Viper, he's still got 13 1 charges and popped off the mech to keep the rest of his teammates alive. And even if Invoker goes down right now, you've still got Viper killing off everybody, and he's got Nagus the Immortal. That's going to be fun. He needs one more attack, and there she goes. Fun's on the sidelines. Invoker did die. Morana's not looking too healthy either, but they popped the Moonlight Shadow to try and escape from this. Earthshaker with a stun, follow up into the arrow. Relic will die outside the base, and Viper's alive again. He already got the first slow over on the Crystal Maiden. Poison attack, second slow. That's a kill. Earn charge will tick him out. And Relic brought back to be part of this fight, and he can lose his life as well. Has to win run, but Earthshaker blinks in, gets the first stomp, which means now the movement speed is gone, and they just focus down the Wind Ranger. There's going to be no extra buyback from that one. Now over towards the Razor. Iowa's going to move himself out of range, so there's less damage stolen from him. 84 points were done, but it's Viper with a double kill. Back to objective-based gaming, which is going to be taking out the rest of this Rax on the bottom, which is the melee, because they already finished up the range. There were 3 euros on the sidelines here for PSST. They're calling out the GG amigos.
Bottom barracks has fallen.
That is over. This game is
Indeed it
over.
is. So pretty quick